Meanwhile, at Stephen Miller Schools. Meanwhile, down at Stephen Miller Schools. Good afternoon, detention class. Sorry I'm late. I took the opportunity, I saw the class list for this afternoon's detention class and I figured to myself, better have a wash and brush up, get cleaned up. This could be a long cunt of a detention class. And so, my friends, since we're here and it may be a long one, I'll endeavour to keep it tight in the briefing here and to task as much as possible. I've done my prep, which I did before I went to lunch, and good boy, I know, I get extra detention for being late. Yeah, oh good, what serendipity. Extra detention's my favourite. So, a 1/72nd scale Messerschmitt ME 41A, 410A, yeah. Sorry, a Messerschmitt ME 410A. And we're going to paint the first move, we're going to paint the underwing section. That's this section here. So we're going to endeavour to paint the underwing section. That's the first move on this airfix that I'm going to make. I've got the 1/72nd scale Fokker Wolf upside down as well. I'm going to paint the underwing, the next coat here as well at the same time. So both underwings. I'm going to paint the under fuselage as well on the Fokker Wolf since they're together. This is the mould. Remember I made a mould the other week, poured concrete into it. Rachel Whitered, remember? That style. And 3 weeks later it's actually dried. It's quite robust. Now it's had concrete in it. You'd hardly believe it was only made of card. So what I'm going to endeavour to do today is also, I've laid out some watercolour paper for background, which again is going to be the same colour, except I'm going to use watercolour for the background here, and watercolour on the shoe mould. So I was going to use, sort of paint it in here and endeavour to move it back as I work. Yeah, across the landscape. There's a bit of concrete there. I know, it sort of all came out at once, but it's been drying in the sun. 3 weeks later, as you can see. Is that the shape of my foot? Kind of. I guess. It's a good impression anyway. It's very interesting, I think. But, right, so that's task brief. I'll let you get on, shall I? And I'll just do mine. Yeah. I don't think you need any more lecturing. I'm just going to carry on in silence until I finish. Oh, this Humbrol enamel, and it's Humbrol enamel. Oh, can't read the number there. 24, but don't quote me on that. Looks like 24. Mrs. Smith's yellow. It doesn't say that, but I just thought, yeah, you know, that's definitely a very German type of Mrs. Smith's yellow in colour. And in contrast, I'm going to use a much more Caribbean and bright yellow, a really sort of happy sunshine yellow for the background, and combine the two yellows. As you can see, yeah, Minecraft yellow, watercolour for the background. I'm using my Donald Trump brush. Woohoo! I like using this brush, but it's very big and scary. It's like you have to take control of it properly. Engage muscular power. That's lovely. And then when it's like, ooh, yeah, gorgeous, you know. I said I wasn't going to say anything. No, shut up, Steve. Sorry. We're trying to concentrate. Sorry. I've got triple detention now. How did I ever make it here? Dunno. No, me neither. Just doing this all the time, to be fair. It's very relaxing. Am I mumbling? Yeah, sorry, my ear's fallen off on the left side. So, it's affecting my speech a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, therapy. Isn't it just? Get out of the way for a sec. That's it. It's a lovely shape. Aerodynamics. Yeah, what they understood about it in 1930s Germany, or any of the countries that were doing this kind of thing in the 1930s. That's lovely. In Germany, it was the time of the early 30s, the time of the Weimar Republic, and then as it got to the later 30s, then it was the Nazis, wasn't it? Yeah, by 1940 it was completely changed. From 1930 it was the Weimar Republic, and by 1940 it was the Nazis in Germany. That gives you an indication of the political and economic turmoil of the time in Germany after the First World War. Remember, this was after the Treaty of Versailles was signed, and it wasn't favourable to the Germans at all. They were punished. What was it Stalin said? The victor is never judged. The victor should judge themselves on their behaviour as the victor. Well, they've got no right to leadership. God, Allah, together with Jesus, judge us all. Never forget that. The final judgment is his in the end. Love our men is the final judgment. Yeah. You know that. I certainly do. Oh, this is very therapeutic, painting this yellow colour. It's working for me. It's a funny thing, it takes ages and ages preparing, you know, just for a few moments of like that hit of pleasure, of aesthetic pleasure. I know. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? It does, yeah. Crazy in a good way. Oh yeah, and Donald Trump brush is doing its stuff, but it's barrel brush. That's it. Ooh. Steady on. Steady on, big man. Steady as she goes. Yeah. You want to knock her over? That would be a tragedy. Right. Here we go again. I'm just going to move you slightly outwards. Even though this wolf is anchored in the corner here, I've still got some flexibility that I've tied in there. So I'm going to be able to get brush strokes right in here. Ooh, I love this centre line. Ooh, so sexy. Yeah. This is what I call long cunt sexy painting this. Just imagine after the second coat, you're like, I'm in love with my... People think you're crazy, wouldn't they? Yeah, they would, yeah. Steve's in love with the detention class at Stephen Miller Schools. What's he doing? Painting airfix models. What sort of airfix models? A Messerschmitt 410A and a Focke-Wulf 190. But my dear friend Manfred, this is just the best. Oh yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, you know that. I do, yeah. No, I don't want to get into any of those little recession areas, because the recession areas are going to be like adhesive for parts that go under the wing. That's enough. I'm not going to get into any of those recession areas because they're contact points for adhesive, I mean cement, and so they contact better when they're clean. And this paint on the contact isn't as good, as you know, probably by now. Right, this wolf. We did the grey last night at the end of the day. It was just agonising. It was in terms of waiting for supper. It felt like hours. Like it only took a couple of minutes to heat it up. I was like, I'm going to eat myself. I was really hungry by the end of that. That was another yesterday was another really long cunt session. It was 4 a.m. by the time, on Wednesday it was 4 a.m. in the morning, from 6 a.m. in the morning, by the time I finished it all. Yesterday was Thursday, and that was 12:30 p.m. from 6 a.m. And today looks like it's going to be easier, because it's like, got up at 6:30 and it's only 1:30, and this is getting there quite quickly now. The prep's done. Oh, that's lovely to paint on. You sexy little wolf you. Oh yeah. Isn't she lovely, made of love? Yep, she sure is. Going to leave the recession areas that grey colour for contrast. That's it. Get nicely into the way the wing flap there is, looking at that detail. Leave that, that's fine. Run across the aerofoil. That's it. Straight down the centre line. Don't be frightened of her. That's it. Straight down the centre line. Don't be frightened of her. Don't be frightened of her. She's a wolf. Don't be frightened of her. No, don't be frightened of her. That's it. She's what I had. That's it. And finally, she's tame, wolf. Ooh. That's it. Then, that's that done with. Check that out of the picture. Now onto the watercolour. I'll take this out of the picture now. Good. I've managed not to cover myself in it either. So far. See, it's watercolour from now on, so it's going to be a bit easier. Right, so clean brush. I'm going to stay with the Donald Trump brush and take the time to clean it. Well, that's a features article on Fokker Wolf build. As you can see, the propeller is going to be this colour. Yeah, which we did last night, didn't we? That was the final step last night, yeah. Needs another coat, but anyway. So I clean this very thoroughly because I'm transferring between watercolour, between oil-based enamel and watercolour. So I'm going to clean it with thin edge, and then I'm going to give it a little wash with some soapy water as well. So I'll let you carry on. Nothing else to say at the moment. Back in 5. I'll just yeah, it's nice and clean. Soaking in there. Just gives it a little clean around the edges. Looks like it needs watering. Drying, where that cement has been, it's like really dry. I want to keep all that nice edge, like, to it. It's really robust, it's like, oh no, still concrete in it, look. Dear Rachel Whitedrake, it's a fantastic idea you had there. Isn't it? Yeah, it's great. Well, this is one half of the, you know, this is the cardboard bit that I poured the concrete in. The concrete itself is like, weighs a ton. If you put that in your shoe, that would keep your shoe like anchored to the ground, for sure. It must weigh about a kilo, maybe slightly less. I didn't weigh it, like 0.75 of a kilo. Half a kilo, I mean, it's like as heavy as a bag of sugar, or a bag, you know, bag of something, a kilogram bag of chocolate. If you know what that feels like. Well, it's pure concrete, isn't it? Which, once the water evaporates, it's like hard as rock. I reinforced it, didn't I, with that aluminium solder for a model. Yeah, reinforcement stayed in, that's for sure. 3 weeks later, finally it was dry. It indicated it because it started to, I left it in the sun and it, you know, it starts to lift away, not quite naturally from the edges. The two things start to separate and dry. That's what happened. I glanced at it this morning and I saw that suddenly the cardboard started to lift away from the concrete. It was like, you know, the success you feel when, you know, you take a cutting of something and it finally you think, oh no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not, or planting a seed, oh, it's not going to happen. Then you wake up one morning and it's happened. It's a great feeling, isn't it? Sometimes it doesn't, but you know. It's also a lovely feeling when it does, you know. Yeah, love our man, you know that. So anything good in the world, you know, it's easy. Why is it easy? Because it's good. It's not what I meant, you know. Detention class lecture, yeah, I'll shut up, sorry. Everyone's trying to concentrate on their work, aren't they? Oh no, I'm sorry. The work is most important here. Like 5 minutes later. But my dear friend, and meanwhile, at Stephen Miller Schools, but my dear friend Manfred, enough of this Luftwaffe yellow. What we need is some lovely Caribbean relaxation yellow. Yeah, man. Some tropical yellow. Definitely. And it's just the place to get it. Minecraft. Lovely, like, reminds me of one of those tropical, you know, when you look in the sea, the creatures that live in the sea in the Caribbean. Yeah, the fish, the colours of the fish and stuff. I just take that out of the way, that's staying white all the way through. Yeah. It's lovely, bright, sunshine yellow. It's lovely. Very good therapy. You can see the contrast against that Luftwaffe yellow. They both work nicely together, but one's very different, isn't it, to the other? And creating contrast here. Contrast of yellow. Yeah, well, that's right. See, for the down vibe, right? All that warfare and technology and technical stuff. There's all the other side of it, right? It's like this lovely light, sunshine, Caribbean yellow, sitting in the sun, relaxation, some airy music in your ears, or not, some airy silence, listening to the sea, sitting there in the shade, having a nice something to eat and a cool drink. And all day is as long as you want to make it. An hour, a day, doesn't matter. Everything airy, you know? Everything airy. Minecraft and that's it. Right now. Now, Rachel, that goes here. So I'm using it as a tool, a sort of mathematical sense, trying to anyway. Nope. There's still water on my. I just want to move that across as we go. Here goes nothing. Actually, that'll be fine. Yeah, you're right. Here goes nothing. No, really rich, lots of deep yellow in it. Really sunshine. Never too much, never too much. You know that. The Caribbean sun, its long rays, its long days. And the cool of the Caribbean evening. And the bright azure blue of the sea. And under the sea, the colour of the fishes. All bright and beautiful. Yeah, not like cod. Do you know what I mean? Well, let's go have a look in the English Channel, you know what I mean? Oh dear. It's grey, freezing cold, and the fish that live in it are all the same colour as well, grey and freezing cold. Tastes good though, yeah, I know. Great fish. Oh yeah. But you know, bananas don't grow in England. They will do soon. They will do soon. Yeah, grapes didn't used to grow in England in Roman times. It wasn't good for growing wine, was it? But it's not so bad now. Yeah, what do you think? What do you suppose is causing that? Global warming by any chance? And who's responsible for that? Is it us by any chance? And who takes responsibility, or who buries their head in the sand? I'm more interested in making money out of AI. Well, I'm not. AI is like, you'll open Pandora's box, right? Now, uncertainty, everyone wants to be certain about what they're going to open when they open AI completely. They'd like to know what future, how to legislate. The trouble is, we'd all like to take a glance inside Aladdin's lamp without letting the genie out, but just have a glance to see what's in there. Yeah, but we don't get a glance. You see, we don't get to peek inside. So uncertainty, we can't, not without unleashing the genie itself. You see, that's my analogy, right? So you can't peek inside the genie's lamp without releasing the genie. There's no way of doing it. And there's like so many things in human, history. And some are for, let's unleash it. And others are for, hang on a minute, we haven't glanced inside. But we can never glance inside, so, let's not unleash it ever. And this is the argument that goes on. In a way, it's already been unleashed, but, on a level where, it creates a sort of, a manageable inflation of a bubble, as it were, the balloons going up. But everyone would like to glance inside, wouldn't they? See, like, what's going to, we want to have a look into the future, of course. The thing is, you won't be granted that. Better just to pray to Jesus. Oh dear Lord. Uncertainty, God, Allah, together with Jesus, love our men, is the only certainty. Love our men. Thank you. Oh, sunny Caribbean sky, and underneath the sea bed, in the yellowfish don't fly. Yeah. Sometimes I get so enthusiastic about doing this. It's such good therapy. Like, I put so much water, I make a hole in the paper. So I get more. Oh, that's got a hole in it. So, what difference does that make? This is actually like quite robust card from Jones's. Formerly W.H. Smith, T.G. Jones now. And this is just sheets of A3 thin card, white card. You just buy it by the sheet. It's not overly expensive, very robust. It's quite nice for cutting. And as you can see, it can absorb a lot of water and paint. I've done a bit of tearing and a bit of cutting to get this sort of cloudy kind of shape. That's the front of the plane you can see coming on there. It's like it's dived into the water. So I just remove that now. good. Look, what's going on, Bubba? My Minecraft pallets. It's melted a bit because I put boiling water on it. Anyway. Come out quite good. Now this shape is the wolf pack. Sorry, not the wolf pack, the Fokker wolf shape. That's the nose where I painted that. And that's the underwings. You see, like, to the underwings. That's where I went over them there. The airfoil shape. And then finally down to the body of the aircraft, wasn't it? Like that. I would put it in pencil, but I don't need to put it in pencil because I know what I've done. I don't need to show anyone else that once, you know, the deed is everything, isn't it? Once I paint the propeller on there, you'll get it. You get it already because I've explained it. Yeah, look, this lovely cloud. You know, in the Caribbean, the cloud is vigorous and strong. It floats sometimes, but sometimes it gets really rough and vigorous and stormy. And brown leaves from rain blowing a hoolie on the beach, and woo, it does that. And then the beach combers come out after the storm and comb the beach. Man, like, wash their drinks in the sea, you know. There's everything out. You know. Sunny Caribbean skies. Stephen Miller, you are hereby posted to the polar regions. Oh, am I? Enjoy your holiday in the Caribbean that you're not having. Thank you. Yeah. Right, what my I want my paint back. Yeah. Right, that's fine inside that crow. Just quite quickly. A bit too quickly. Get most of it in. It's going quite well. Let's give us an edge to our picture when we put it on the wall. Doing it to go with the other one we did, you know, as background the other day. That's nice shallow. Lovely and bright. We'll just use that on there and pick it up when it's dry. So voila. So voila, that's job done. So take that off. Okay, leave that. Leave that. That's okay. Get this out of the way. Don't need to show on ceremony with that. Just safe. And this will just pop that area where it was taped. Okay, yeah, it can. Perfect. It's fine. We bless it. And that's the whole job done. Thank you, detention class. Stephen Miller over and out. Oh, the next colour will be probably, I'll keep guessing, shall I? Yeah. Don't know what the next colour is. Thank you everyone. 41 minutes and 22 seconds and cut.